All right, good afternoon. Welcome back to Diversified Diecast. I need to continue to preload and film for the week, so I'm going to get that done today. I have these M2 cubes that I want to take out and check out, and they're going to go back in the box because I keep a lot of them up here on the shelf. But I want to kind of give the OBS Chevy a little more of a chance. The one or two that I do have really aren't that great. The golf truck here looks pretty good. As far as overall quality, the Maui & Sons truck it's kind of hit or miss inside the package, and the box is kind of torn. I was thinking about just making it a loose truck anyway. But a couple reasons why I want to open these up. Two, one, I want to get a good look at them and kind of give them an opportunity to reclaim them, their glory, if you will, for me. Get the bands off the bed covers because that's always a problem with them. And I will say this: M2 and their Dodge W Series trucks, D and W Series trucks, they are probably one of the best quality of models that they make that I have, with the exception of probably the Broncos and the square bodies and the Blazers. The Blazers are actually better than the trucks, in my opinion, from what I've opened up. But I wanted to get these opened up and then work my way to the Giant Lightnings. In the next video, I'll probably break it up into two. It'll probably be the JDM or import, if you will. These three guys here. And then we'll do these three. And then I just have this sitting out because I'm going to open up with some premiums. So I'm going to try to get a lot of videos done today, so I have time to basically upload for the next 2 weeks, because this is the week of prior to Thanksgiving, and then the week of Thanksgiving I just got a lot going on, with work and the holiday, and I'm traveling after that. So let's get right into it. Let me open one of these up. I kind of have them in order the way I want. So this one is a 90 model Chevy 1500. This one's a 9,000 piece. Designated R95, and the bottom number is 2024 release 115. So it's Maui & Sons. What's cool about this truck is it's so period-esque of 90s. The lime green, the teals, all the magenta and fluorescent, and it's got a nice blend of Southern California and nice, truck street scene and all that. So I opened one end of the box. I'm sure I've showed y'all this before, but for those of you who are just joining us and haven't seen me open some cubes, now you know. I set everything off to the side and I kind of take care of it off camera. And I was pausing these things before, and doing them off camera, but it's also kind of nice to see, my real general impression as I take these things off the base. Again, I always come in here and cut off the rubber bands, because these things over time will, even though I keep all my stuff indoors and my house is pretty well regulated in temperature and humidity, but just over time, this rubber band's still a petroleum product. See, it's already kind of starting to stain that bed cover, but I cut them and pull them off. If they won't come off like this, I wait till they get off the base. Set the bed cover off to the side. I'll probably glue it down the line. This one looks pretty good up front. These are real bad about the tail lights not really being straight. I know I opened one up that I got from a guy I've gotten a bunch of Chevy trucks from. I think it was the only OBS I got from him. And it had we opened it up on camera. It was that purple and white truck. It did not have the best looking tail lights on it by any means. So let's check roll quality. I'm sure it's decent. One of these tires is kind of wanting to slide off the rim. Let me just go ahead and, ooh. All right, see there? Rubber band stuck up in there. Let's see how the wheel's coming off the tire. I'm just going to start trying to assist, every manufacturer, if you will, if I see them like that. Try to fix them, because obviously it's not going to roll straight. So the driver's front had kind of an issue, and that was a passenger rear. Not bad for a truck. It's not perfect, but not like some of the square bodies that aren't that perfect. Free Vortec motors, throttle body, 305 or 350 probably. Great motors. Very resilient. Bucket seats, just like the other truck. This is nice. It's got like just a plain Jane gray interior like they would have, from this time period. Not bad. Taillights on this one are actually pretty straight. Wheels look good. This is a nice truck. The only thing I don't like about this casting too is it's like they decided, do we make a truck with shaved door handles? Do we show door handles? It's kind of like neither one. Not really crazy about that. It's not as noticeable in this truck because it has the graphics that kind of hide it. And we'll look at that when it gets up close on the turntable. But just something to note when you're looking at these things. So, but a little better than I thought. Some of these M2 trucks, man, they should be really good, and they're just not. That's how it is on some of them. There's a bed cover. Like I said, that'll get glued on and get put back in the box, so it's not rattling around. Okay, Dodge Adventurer 150 Custom. It's the two-wheel drive, lowered variant, model R95, and this is a prior release to that truck, 2024 release 114, not 115. And one of my other purple Dodge truck up there, I don't think I've actually taken that one out of the box, but it was actually an error. It was put in looking right, not looking driver. So eventually I had to get that one. Next time I clean and wipe down and dust, I'll take that one out and fix it. 9,000 pieces. I forgot to show you all this box. Nothing special. It is like a SRT variant, if you will. It's pretty cool. They slam them down and put big wide tires in the rear, and they kind of put a graphics package on. They have the billboard like all the old Mopars do. It's really cool to do these trucks. They put a nice sculpted hood on the front. So I think I have another one of these in a different color variant. It's on the bottom over there. You can't see it, but that one I got from the OBSs I got from a guy I've been trading with up in Lufkin, and this is from my buddy down south in Rio Grande City. Thank you. You know who you are. I bought some things from him and did a little care package going back and forth like we always do. These trucks roll really good. The four-wheel drive models that I have in the W series are really nice. Rolls okay. It's not. I like that Chevrolet. This should have a big old late model Hemi in it. Oh yeah, very nice. I'm sure you guys can see that. We'll get it up close. It's got the Hellcat looking SRT badge on the front fender like the cars do. Metallic blue paint. It's a good looking truck. Like I said before, I hate how they do this. This casting always has the holes in the bed for the headache rack, like on the Power Wagons. I really wish they would find a way just to put something in there instead of just leaving holes in it. If you're not going to put a tonneau cover in this truck, maybe put like a bed carpet or something, or hell, a bed mat. I mean, something besides that. Anyway, a little feedback for the R&D marketing department over there at M2 Machines Cast Line. Okay, these came out this year. Walmart exclusives. They're tough to find. Most of them are, I think, 6,000 pieces. This model has two chase variants. One's a 750 piece chase, and then a 250 piece super chase. I did not know they had a super chase in this one. I knew they had it in the square body, which I still don't have. But apparently I have one coming my way in the next few weeks. So probably when I get back from my hunting trip at Thanksgiving, it'll be sitting on my desk right here for my buddy down south. Thank you for that again. Like I said, this one actually looked pretty good before as far as the quality. That truck was kind of kind of questionable when I pulled it out. It was kind of so-so, but it ended up being a little bit better than I thought. So maybe this one will be even better. They have like a full billet grill in the front of this one. The graphics on this truck are real nice. I mean, obviously everybody wants it because of what it is, but I'm noticing some things that make this truck popular besides just it being out of the Gulf 6-pack. It has a cowl hood, which I think my purple and white truck have, maybe. And then the full billet grill treatment in the front, which is kind of cool. It's something different. Again, very popular from way back in this time. This is a 92 model, SS454. That's just a standard, trim model variant. Gulf livery, Walmart exclusive, WMTS19, and then this is 25-23. But cowl hood, the Chevrolet livery and Gulf livery combined, the billet grill, the wheel and tire sizing looks to be a little different. They're a little taller wheel in the rear, not wider tire, but some nice extra custom treatments to it since it's part of that Gulf release. That's, like I said, all the model variants are 6,000 pieces unless they're a chase, compared to 8,000 or 9,000 or 9,600 in the cubes. I've noticed that the cubes aren't as common from all the time I've done this as some of the blister packaging M2s you buy. They still come with a base and a cube, but the actual box cube, I don't think I've ever seen a variant with more than 9,600 pieces produced. Could be wrong. I don't know. But it's really cool. This hood looks like it's going to be a bear to open. And it's got a new Gen LS in it, like what you see like in an Escalade or something like that. That's cool. This one has, I guess all the casting has the big tubs in the rear. Let's check the roll quality. There you have it. Oh, I apologize. There's a rubber band still stuck in here. And this driver's rear tire is coming off the rim. So like I said, to give it a fair shot, we're going to go around and fix all the packaging errors. These things being boxed up. All right. Okay, about the same as the Maui truck. I'll take it. All right, let me get this cleaned up and situated. I kind of got a mess over here. Let me get things kind of pushed to the side, and we'll get some up close shots. Yeah, Kellen, give me a hand today. All right, let's take a look at the Maui Sons truck. Like I said, on that door handle there, see how it's kind of the impression of a door handle, but it looks kind of shaved, kind of not. I don't know, it's just a quirk of mine. I do like the paint livery on this truck. It is pretty nice. They got the splatter effect back there. Like I said, gray interior. Got the factory style console. Square dash. Not a bad looking engine bay. Paint finish under the hood's pretty good, except this one little support here is missing some paint. There's your chassis. See, the taillights are actually pretty straight on this one. They were not that great on that Heartbeat purple and white truck. So we got some of the little casting clean out imperfections on these wheels I was telling you all about. These look really good, except for this passenger rear. Nonetheless, overall pretty good. There's that beautiful metallic blue paint. See them holes in the bed. Rear cargo light's a nice touch. The stance on these trucks are just, there's, you don't, What I like about this model is you don't see these trucks done like this. You know, everybody's got a Ford or a Chevrolet, but the Dodges weren't, produced as much as the other two. And to see a truck, equipped like this, I've seen a handful of them on TV shows and, a lot of the YouTube I watch, but they just don't get the love the other two get. I'm assuming it's a 6.2 Hemi. Nice ride. All right. Then the Gulf OBS, like I said, the differences I saw between these two: cow hood, no cow hood. It's got the full billet grill treatment. This one had looks to be like a Cadillac motor in there, or a new Gen LS, maybe the Vet. Same interior, high back buckets. Got that factory, 88 to 94 console. Good paint finish on this one. Oh, look at there. No backup lights. Good looking truck. A few things that aren't quite right, but these two are definitely better than the other ones. Look at that. That's actually more a factory style exhaust. And I don't think this one was like that. It was. I never did understand that, why they ran basically a true dual, or not really they were a true dual. They had two mufflers, and the tailpipes actually exited right next to each other. On these early 90s pickups, you would really notice it on the 3/4 tons because they were higher off the ground. All right, let's go to turntable. Okay, 1990 Chevy 1500 Silverado, model R95, 2024 release 115. It's the Maui and Sons livery. Again, 9,000 pieces. All right, 76 Dodge Adventure 150, model R95, 2024 release 114. This is a 9,000 piece total production. Truck's got a gray stance, like I said. I like the metallic treatment on the paint, the hood, the the SRT billboard Hellcat, if you will. I've seen a handful of these by M2, and I have another one. I can't remember what color livery it is. Same thing, but these are really growing on me. And I have obviously a bunch of the full drive variants too. Don't sleep on these. These are just as nice as the square bodies. Okay. The Golf truck's a 92 Chevrolet C1500 SS 454. Walmart exclusive WMTS 19, 2025 release 23. It's a 6,000 piece worldwide. This is not Chase. But they, like I said, they do offer the 750 piece Chase variant as well as a 250 piece Super Chase variant. Very nice. This truck looks really good on the turntable. I wish I had a lot more Golf cars in general. I have the 6-pack minus the square body, but like I said, that's coming to me. I've got some these Mustangs over here from Giant Light. I'm going to open up. Collectively, I think I've got probably another 15 or 20 Golf livery cars. But I'd like to kind of grow that collection. It's a real iconic livery and company, and it just the color combo is just excellent on any casting. Well, there you have it. We'll get this one completed under 20 minutes. You guys got something to watch. It was all trucks. It wasn't all Chevy square bodies or Chevy OBSs, but the Dodge is still a nice addition to this little video. So hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you on the next one. Hit subscribe, and more to come. God bless.